Hey everyone, Tyson the Subaru specialist from Subaru Prince George here. Today we're taking a look at the 2024 Subaru Impreza RS. So redesigned Impreza for the 24 model year. RS is a new trim level. It's a throwback to the 2.5 RS that Subaru used to make. This is a hatchback because all of the 24 Imprezas only come as a hatchback. It was a coupe in the 2.5 RS back in the day. But new front end, very much like the Crosstrek, that honeycomb overall shape, a little bit more aggressively styled in this. You've got those black metallic wings off of the logo and into our small LED steering responsive headlights. They're definitely more aggressive. We've got gloss black accents above our LED fog lights, part of the bezel. But overall, front end, definitely an improvement over the previous. And of course, with it being the RS, you get the 2.5 liter, 182 horsepower. That's what a lot of people said was missing from the previous Impreza, was a little bit more oomph. These are a blast to drive. That extra 30% horsepower is a pretty significant improvement. RS gets exclusive black painted 18-inch wheels. You get your RS badge. Doesn't say 2.5, but it does say RS. And got that red highlight, and that's regardless of the color, whether that's the blue, the white, the black. We've got gloss black accents along the bottom. I don't know if you want to call those the rockers or not, but gloss black. Overall, amazing looking car. I really like the white. Same rear tail light as the Crosstrek, and if you've watched any of my other Crosstrek videos, you'll know this is my favorite view of the Crosstrek. I think this is probably my favorite view of the Impreza too, and I think that this new taillight that Subaru's designed to go on the Crosstrek and Impreza, I think that's phenomenal. Reflector, rear bumper's a little different than the Crosstrek, but great looking rear end on this Impreza. Impreza RS badge, you get 3 of them. 1 on the rear, 2 on the front doors. And a lot more room in the back of the Impreza than people expect. Privacy cover, tonneau cover, whatever you want to call it, standard equipment on the RS and up. This is removable as well. It's just a telescopic piece. All I do is I grab and pull towards the right. Halogen cargo light, that will shut off after the hatch is closed. We do also have cup holders or bottle holders, whatever you want to call them. And then this little tray for storage. Now, this is also in the Crosstrek. This false floor just covers it in the Crosstrek. Underneath, storage with your fix-a-flat kit. Got goop and a compressor. We have our grocery bag hooks in addition to our cargo net hooks. You can combine those 2 on that side and the 2 on this side for a cargo net. The top ones are really grocery bag hooks. And then we do have our nice hard mount physical tie downs up front in the front corners. So if you have anything really heavy or awkward you need to secure, you have a nice hard mount tie down. Third seat belt, just like the Crosstrek, comes out of the back here, goes through there. And that you can undo out of there and have it retract if you have those seats folded down. And actually, let's do that. You can get a lot more room by folding the seats down. I've seen people move table and chair sets with their Imprezas. So there's a lot of room in these Imprezas. And of course, first world problem here, we have to go to the second row and lift up on the seats to put them up. Essentially, if you can see red, that means the seat's not locked. As soon as you can't see red, it's locked in place. Now, second row, there's excellent room in here. Good headroom, good legroom. Taller people will fit without issue. You get the dark and light gray cloth with the red bolstering, and that's in the RS. The highlight color in the RS is red, and it's a sharp looking cloth interior. Fold down armrest with integrated cup holders if there's only 1 or 2 passengers in the rear. 2 USB ports, USB A and C for charging. And on the back of the front passenger seat, we have a map back pocket. So this is the sport cloth, and kind of like the touring cloth in the Crosstrek, those have green flecks in them. This has red flecks in them. Easy access to your anchors if you have children. Grippy step. So that is designed that if you're vertically challenged and you get the crossbars for the Impreza needing to load something, you can step on that. So crossbars would go in these little doors. They flip up and you bolt them in. You've got 2 sets, one in the rear, one in the front. Great. Door card, soft touch armrest, hard plastic on the rest of it. Power window, bottle holder with storage, and should you need it, child lock. Now, the child lock is not tied to that door. You have to do them individually, just so you're aware. Tilt and slide sunroof, regular size. Now, with it being a proximity key, so this key never needs to come out of your purse, your pocket, your backpack, just needs to be within 46 inches of this front door handle. We have these lines, and we lock it. To unlock it, I just wait a second again. Key has to be within 46 inches. There we go, hand in, and it unlocks. Front door card looks very, very much like the rear door card, except this is carpet, this is fabric, soft touch, orange or red contrast stitching. Got our power window controls, our window lock, our power mirror controls. A little bit more storage, and we get a bottle holder. Now the RS does get the Harman Kardon audio system, phenomenal audio system. It really is. Front seat, same seating material as the rear, and these are the new style seats you find in the Crosstrek as well. They're designed to reduce fatigue on longer drives. And it is a power seat in the RS, including lumbar. So that is a first. Lumbar in an Impreza and a Crosstrek 2024 is the first model year. These seats are very, very comfortable. Bolstering's a little bit more aggressive on this than in the back seat. Holds you in the corners. We do get the aluminum pedal covers with the rubber grippies. That's part of the RS. Scroll wheel for the brightness of the gauges, which right now won't make a huge difference, but at night it could. Push button start, my foot's on the brake, the light goes green. Foot's not on the brake, light is not green. Green means go. We do have this little nub right here. That is our blind spot detection. That will illuminate orange on the corresponding side, because we do have it on that side, if someone's in your blind spot. Steering wheel, red contrast stitching, leather wrapped, really a nice feel in it. Left hand side, we have our Bluetooth and audio controls. We can accept calls, hang up calls, issue voice commands, control our volume. It's a nice toggle left to right now. This toggle up and down changes our small little center display, gives it different information depending on what we want to look at. Source switches from AM to FM to USB to Bluetooth. We can switch between presets. Our headlight switch defaults to auto, which is really nice. If you want to turn your headlights off, you have to press and hold back towards yourself. That's a safety thing. Defaults to auto. Fog light control. Right hand side, we have our adaptive cruise and our lane centering. Now both of those use these 3 color stereo eyesight cameras. This is a new 3rd wide angle mono camera to look for vehicles, pedestrians, road lines, cyclists, obstructions. So with the cruise, you get an image of the Impreza there on the center, and there's 4 bars ahead of it. And that's the follow distance behind the vehicle ahead of you that you can follow at if you catch up while using cruise. Now, if you want to follow closer, you can decrease those bars to 1. And I just do that by pressing that. If I want to increase it again, there we go. Lane centering, little image of the steering wheel with a couple hands there. Above 60 kilometers an hour, if the cameras can see the road lines, they'll illuminate white instead of the light gray on either side. If it can see a road line, it'll give you spacing off of that, and it will adjust left to right. It'll help take you through corners. It is not hands-free driving. Don't take your hands off the wheel and let it do its own thing. It doesn't like that. It'll shut that portion of the system off. Sport and intelligent drive modes. It defaults to intelligent for everyday driving. Sport, more spirited driving. You can see that yellow line's a little more aggressive than the blue. Go faster sooner. Use more fuel. Heated wheel. Now, it is not a whole heated wheel like the Outbacks or Ascents. It does not heat between the seams. It gets absolutely cooking where you're supposed to keep your hands. It's great in the winter here. 11.6-inch touchscreen that they've borrowed from the Crosstrek, Legacy, Ascent, all of those. 3 portions. Top portion, we've got gauges, or widgets, as they like to call them, and I can change them around. If I don't like them, I just make some changes. Easy to do. What you're listening to, and then weather. That's part of the 3-month satellite radio trial you get with most new Subarus. Main portion of the screen, we've got radio, which is FM, AM, and Sirius XM. You get a 3-month trial to SXM. Media would be Bluetooth, aux, or USB. Phone allows you to hook up your phone to Bluetooth. Apps, we have wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you will gain access to the My Subaru app after the vehicle's registered in your name. That allows you to do things like remote start from your phone, lock and unlock from your phone, set parental alerts, that sort of thing. Settings, there's lots of settings. General sound, phone, car settings. There's lots of things that you can play around in to make this vehicle yours. They double up on the My Subaru app. Car info, you can set maintenance reminders. You can turn off the display. Valet mode, auto vehicle hold. Vehicle dynamics controls your traction control. Now, if I don't like the way this is laid out, I simply press, continue to hold, and I can drag stuff pretty much wherever I'd like. I can even move stuff from one screen to the other. And then I just press this little home button, and that saves it. Below that, little Monopoly house or envelope, depending on what you want to call it, is your home button. We can deactivate the start stop if you don't like it. That's the fuel saver where it shuts off at intersections. That little image of the vehicle gives us access to vehicle controls, driving assistances, more settings. We can hook up phones through there, and we can set driver profiles, which in these vehicles without memory settings for seating, I don't really see the benefit to. If you see the benefit to driver profiles, please put them in the comments below. I don't see the value in it. I don't know if you guys do. Please teach me if you can. Fan strength is the bottom portion here, and as you can see, it is dual zone. It ranges from 29.5 all the way down to 14.5. Freezing to tropical. Easy to sync it back to just driver controlled. And you can just touch, you can drag, you can choose where you want your airflow. It's really easy to use and do, even being a touchscreen. Now, if I don't touch that for a little bit, there's no input from anyone. It'll just go back to whatever screen it was on, which is great because you don't have to worry about exiting out while driving. We do still have the physical buttons on either side. I can have it focus on the entire cabin, or I can just have it focus on the front. Fan strength, nice big buttons. Now, unlike the Outback and Ascent, there's no heated seat switches there and there. Physical switches, right there. I like that they've kept physical switches. That's a personal preference thing. Put it in reverse, backup camera pops up, shows you the top of the bumper so you have something to relate to, and as I turn my wheel, my lines will change and show me where I'm going to end up if I keep my wheels turned that way. Below the screen, we've got two USBs, USB A and C, and an aux. 10-watt wireless charger. It's going to get warm when you charge your phone on there because it's a quick charger. That's normal. Don't be alarmed. Automatic CVT transmission with manual mode. I can use the paddles, upshift or downshift to manually select my own gears should I want. Park brake, pull up to turn on, foot on the brake and push down to deactivate. If my foot is not on the brake when I push down, it doesn't go off. I still do get that red P for park up there. And I don't know if you guys noticed it earlier, but you've got red ringed gauges, and that's an RS exclusive. Offset cup holders with cup raisers, 12-volt outlet. We've got storage, more storage, and then up top here, we have SOS and Concierge. That's part of the 3-year trial to the connected services you get with the My Subaru app. Sunroof controls, map lights. It is the black headliner in this, which I quite like. I don't find that it makes me feel claustrophobic. I just really like that dark roof line. We have sunglass storage, vanity mirror with light, and an extender on the sun visor if the sun's directly at your left or right. So that is a quick look at the 2024 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. I'm going to give you guys a quick 360-degree walk around of this car. Phenomenal cars, way more pep than the previous gen. Very, very comfortable and very well equipped. Thank you very much for watching my quick video walkthrough of the 2024 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. I'm Tyson, the Subaru Specialist from Subaru Prince George. If you guys have any questions about the vehicle behind me, any of the tech in it, any of the vehicles in our lineup, please put them in the comments below. I'm always looking to answer your guys' questions and make you guys new videos in the future. So again, thanks for watching. We'll talk soon.